Hello everybody, this is the Goofsome Fox coming at you with a match in the recently buffed High Mobility Zaku late model. And this is a suit that has been in quite the need for some buffs for a while now. I think they did buff it previously one other time from my knowledge, but it wasn't really that big of a buff. Not unlike this one. This one they added way more to it. They added a bit more pizzazz to it. So hopefully, we're gonna take a look at the let's see what some of the highlights are here, and we're gonna see if it really did help this suit out. So looking at some highlights here, the overall speed of the suit is increased. Its walking speed, not its boosting speed. I think its boost is at 230, which makes it one of the fastest generals in the game boost-wise. Turning speed has been increased overall, and you also gained the skill in Reaction Booster Program level 2, which adds another 6 to that increased turning speed, which that, I will admit, has definitely shown with this suit. I do feel like I'm able to turn a lot faster when boosting or just in general, so I'm glad they did help with that for the higher levels. This is going to be a match in the level 3 variant of the suit, so I am going to be using this as my reference since this is the variant I play the most. Let's see, the unit's HP was increased, which having increased HP is always a nice thing. The level 1 dodge roll skill was increased to level 2, so similar to what they did with the high mobility Gelgoog, you now gain a double dodge roll, which is something I'm surprised this suit never had to begin with, just to kind of differentiate it from the regular high mobility Zaku, so I'm glad that's something that they finally added for this suit. And I think there is one more highlight that I think I might be missing. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, talk about that. So, yeah, this suit, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I initially was. I think the skills they added do benefit this suit a lot, especially that double dodge roll, I think, because, yeah, double dodge roll is going to help with any suit that can use it, but I think for this suit, considering it has such a limited arsenal, sometimes, yes, that's very helpful to be able to evade targets or evade enemies while your weapons are readying up. Alright, gonna totally miss that bridge there to get to that Gallus, but I'm just gonna take this one instead. And yeah, it's again very helpful. I do like it. I don't know if it's going to really make this a more common pick. I have seen people using it a lot, but that could be more or less people trying to test out the suit and see how it feels now, so I'm not entirely sure how well this will help in the long run, but it's one of those things we'll just have to wait and see if it becomes a more popular pick. I will say that for ground matches, I have found this suit to be a lot more viable. I do enjoy using this on ground, but I always used to think space is where it shined the most with its earlier, abilities, so I'm glad that now it does have a bit more to it that helps it on ground matches, because, yeah, really if a suit can be used on both ground and space, it is good to be able to use them on both ground and space with no problems. But yep, that's, well, most of the updates and buffs, and I'm gonna let the footage here do the rest of the talking for me. I will be using a primarily ranged build here, and I am also using the giant bazooka. So I do have a instant stun and an instant stun that can do a lot of damage. And speaking of a lot of damage, the grenades here, if you can land them, can score you a lot of damage, especially against generals and raids. It's also, I think, been times I've been able to break legs with them, just because of how much damage they can actually do, so that has been very, very helpful. with this suit. Again, playing a lot into that hit and run tactic kind of build that I think they want you to use the suit for, given its description. Alright, waiting to respawn here. But now with the buffs though, it can survive a lot longer than just having to be limited to kind of like just, you know, oh, I'm gonna fire a rocket at you and leave. Now you can actually go in for melee, although melee does not do a lot of damage. That would be a fair warning right there. You are using the enhanced Heat Hawk, which to my knowledge should do a bit more damage than the standard Heat Hawk. So you do have a decent melee weapon. You do have short range though, so you will have to get close up to enemies if you do wish to hit them. But usually if I do try to go in for a melee attack, it's usually either to just knock someone over, or I'm just trying to see if I can do some extra damage to their legs. Someone's down here, that's a Jetta. And yeah, over 2,000 damage to a Jetta. Almost 2,500 with the grenades, and especially since this suit is primarily ballistic, and a lot of suits, especially at the higher cost, are a bit more oriented towards having beam and melee defense. It's also how most builds tend to go. Having the ability to have a full ballistic loadout has been very helpful. Again, especially with a lot of the newest suits. There's an enemy pilot down there, gonna get him with a grenade. And now we're just waiting for the enemy team to spawn in, although I think they are going to spawn in right on top of me. Yep, there's a Mark II landing right on top of my shiny head. So I'm gonna fall back for now, try to see if I can get in a few rocket shells, although I am gonna accidentally hit my, I think that was a Jagan, and accidentally get him killed, unfortunately. That is the Gallus right in front of me, which is not a good spot to be in. Hopefully my double dodge roll can get me out of here. Let's see, downswing the Jetta, although I have a camper right behind me, and I think, yep, that's going to be the end of me at the moment. I think I'm going to be able to respawn, but given how much time is left, I don't think I'm going to be able to do too much before the match ends. Alright, we do have point A, and our base is, well, now they're attacking our base. Our base is not technically in one piece, but I don't think it's going to be able to get destroyed by the end of the match, so gonna spawn in soon just so I can try to hold back the enemy team. Again, I do have that double dodge roll, so if I need to make any emergency maneuvers, I can. Chuck one last grenade before the match ends, and let's see what we are working with. Alright, mission completed. And top in assist score at least, and we did beat our rival, so both very good right there. Our raids did very well this match. 2,495 individual score, 2 loss, and 2 kills. Not too bad. And yep, this was the match that almost got me out of penalty level 2 before it, well, came back. But I did complete the Zeta Zaku event challenges, so I'm not too mad about it as much as I was at first, but still something to work on. But that's going to be the end of this video. And yes, I really do like this suit. I liked this suit before they buffed it, but even now I find it to be a lot better. I think that level 2 dodge roll in particular is going to be very helpful for this suit, as well as the other buffs they gave it with the force. Is it force injectors? Or did it always have force injectors? I've always had that. The buffs I did mention earlier, it's been helpful, and I hope they're going to do this with a lot more suits, which they kind of did, especially that Gian buff that I've also heard about. Do need to get a match with that, but yeah, comment down below what you think about the new and improved high mobility Zaku late model. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.